Likutei Moharan, Torah 47. And Rabbeinu is telling us about Eretz Yisrael. וארץ ישראל, שעיקר קבלתה מבחינת יעקב, כמו שכתוב like that it's written, וישב יעקב בארץ, we're receiving the Holy Land by the merit of Yaakov Avinu. The first, the main, not the first, but the main one that we're receiving Eretz Yisrael from is Yaakov Avinu. Why? Because Avraham Avinu, yes, he was the first one to receive Eretz Yisrael, the Holy Land, but he had his life journey out of Eretz Yisrael until he came to Eretz Yisrael. Yaakov Avinu, he settled in Eretz Yisrael. He was sitting, he built a house, he had his nice villa with a backyard, with a front yard, all of his children, he bought them apartments in Rechavia, in Talbieh, in Sha'arei Chesed. They had a mikveh here, they had a nice shul, a shtiblar, they had over a minyan, 12 kids, and no problem. So he opened the first Emunah center in Jerusalem. He was the first one. בשביל זה נקראת ארץ החיים, and this is why we're calling Eretz Yisrael, the Holy Land, the land of the life people. כי תפילין נקראים חיים, because to the tefillin we're calling life. Tefillin is life also, called life. כמו שכתוב, like that it's written, Hashem alehem yichyu. If Hashem is on them, and we know that the name of Hashem Yitbarach is the tefillin itself. So when the tefillin is on them, means that Hashem Yitbarach is on them, so then they're gonna live. וזה שבחה, so, and Yaakov, he was the glory, and Yaakov, he was the pe'er, Yaakov Avinu. So tefillin and Yaakov is one aspect. So וזה שבחה, and this is why it's written praise on the Holy Land, אשר לא במסכנות תאכל בלחם, that you will eat the bread in Eretz Yisrael, not when you're poor, not in poverty. כי לפעמים אדם אוכל לחם מחמת עניות, because sometimes a person is eating bread because he's poor. He doesn't have money for steaks, he cannot afford himself buying in sushi Rechavia, so what are you going to do? He will eat bread. Okay, he's stuck. I'm going to buy some butter or something like that. ולא מחמת חסרון תאווה לתענוגים אחרים. And he's not eating it because he's clean and he's not desiring that awesome sushi that I heard about. And no, it's not because of that. Just he can't afford it. So he's stuck with his sliced bread. אבל אם היה לו שאר מאכלים, but if he would have other kinds of food, whoa, he would make a feast every day. לא היה אוכל לחם לבד. He wouldn't eat only bread alone. וזה שבח ארץ ישראל. So that's the praise of Israel. שלא מחמת עניות תאכל לחם, that you will not gonna eat bread because of poverty. You're gonna choose to eat bread because the Holy Land gonna make you pure, gonna make you holy. That you will not gonna have desires for sushi, for chicken, for vegetables, for nonsense. There was a righteous man, I don't remember his name, that when he was old, so his family, his children told him, maybe you should start eating fruits and vegetables, it can be very good for your health. So he said, I don't want to eat those kinds of food. So they asked him why. He said, because the Mishnah is saying that it opens your appetite. Megarer achila. When you eat fruits, it opens up your appetite. You want to eat more. And I don't want to open my appetite. So he's not touching fruits, doesn't touch anything. אלא מחמת שיבור וביטול תאוות אכילה. So the person will eat only bread only because that he will have the power to break that desire, crazy, stupid desire for food. Rabbeinu is saying that when a person is eating, so in that moment, the yir'ah, the fear from heaven, the complete faith, is standing in front of his eyes on the other side of the table. And it depends on how he's going to eat now. If the fear from heaven, the faith is going to enter to him, going to get inside him while he's eating, or that he's going to lose it completely. If he will eat with wisdom, with control, he will choose to eat, will take another bite, going to think about Hashem. He will do it with fear from heaven, with faith in Hashem Yitbarach. He's going to remember Hashem while he's eating. He will control his desires and will eat the food, and not the food will eat him. That's it. lost it. No. Rabbeinu is saying, what is ta'avat achila? What is desire for food? When you try to reach out to things that are far away from you on the table. Can you pass me that? That's ta'avat achila. Can you pass me that ta'avat achila? Can I taste that? No, relax. You have enough on your plate for 3 people. 3 people can eat with you together. So, ta'avat achila is when you are not eating. Tzaddik, a righteous man, ochel lesova nafsho. He's feeding his spirit. He's checking. I remember myself, a lot of times it happened to me, and Hashem helped me so much with that. You see the defects, the things that happens to a person are for his own good. It happened to me a lot of times that I found hair, and I have a lot of hair to find, in my plate while I was eating. A lot of times I would find one strand in my plate. So in the beginning I was just taking it out, and in Shabbat I had to struggle more because you're not allowed, and you need to have borer, you need to find the right way how to do that. So, but in a certain time I start realizing that Hashem is doing that something is happening with it, and why is it happening to me? And then I saw that it almost never happens in the beginning of the meal. It happens only in the middle of the meal, or when I'm about to finish my meal, and it just Hashem Yitbarach is annoying me while I'm about to finish my Suda. And then it came to me that thought that maybe Hashem is hinting me that I need to stop eating when it's happening. Maybe every time that I see that hair, that strand of hair, maybe it's a sign from heaven that, okay, I need to stop eating. I don't need to eat more from the plate. There is something bad now in the plate that I don't. And I start paying attention, and that was reality. That was exactly what the Hashem Yitbarach was hinting. When I was eating too much, Hashem was helping me realize. A lot of people, and there is a big Torah on that in Likutei Halachot, a lot of people are being insulted on eating. You're eating something in your house, and your wife, she can rebuke you on that, or your children can laugh at you, something can happen, or you eat and you spilled and you filthing your clothes, or things like that. A lot of people are going through a lot of shames. And in Likutei Halachot, Rabbi Natan is saying that the reason of, it's a very big Torah over there, and it's very interesting. The Ari HaKadosh is saying in one of the songs that we're singing in Shabbat, that there is a secret of 12 loaves of bread, 12 chalot, and that only Hashem will tell us why we need to have 12 chalot. So on the Shabbos table, that's the most wonderful way to have the number of 12 chalot on the table in Shabbat. Now all of the crazy Baalei Tshuva, I have only 2 chalot. No, my wife, we need to buy 12 chalot. Rav Dror said 12. Relax. Go to the Tziyun of the Ari HaKadosh and apologize that your wife and you're not able to buy 12 chalot for every Suda in Shabbat. Relax. When you're going to have 12 children, 12 guests, buy 12 chalot. Relax. 2 chalot is okay. Okay? Relax. Put 12 cookies on the table. It's okay. So, the Ari HaKadosh is saying that you need to have 12 chalot, and that it's a secret. Rabbi Natan is opening this subject a little bit in Likutei Halachot, but it's a very big Torah over there, that he's explaining that the 12 bracha, 12 blessing that we're saying in Shmona Esrei, while we're standing Amidah, is laminim velamalshinim al tihi tikva. That to all of the people that are scamming and thinking bad thoughts against Am Yisrael, means all of the enemies of our nation, that they won't have no hope, no future. So Rabbi Natan over there is explaining that the shames and the insultings and all of the difficulties that Am Yisrael are going through are because of the defect of the altar, means the defect of the table, means because of people that are eating with desire for food and not watching out and not being holy. So this is why The Ari HaKadosh fixed for us to put 12 loaves of bread, 12 chalot on the table, to make the table powerful with 12 loaves of bread against the 12 bracha, means the enemies that are attacking Am Yisrael because of the defect of the table. So it means that if you eat with fear from heaven, with complete faith, so then you have the power to defend yourself against all of your enemies. So if a person controls himself, and Rabbi Nachman is writing that in Likutei Moharan, that if a person breaks that desire for food, he will already going to have the power to make muftim, miracles in the world. He can be a Baal Mofet. He's still got lust for women, he's still talking Lashon Hara, he's still cheap, he's still failing in a lot of other things. He's not learning Torah enough, he's not believing Hashem, doesn't have confidence. But Ta'avat Achila he fixed, desire for food he fixed. He can make wonders with his prayers. Only that, one ta'ava. One ta'ava. The person got so much power and he doesn't believe in that. And also the Yetzer Hara is playing with him all of the time. Even the things that you can achieve, even things that can be easy for you to achieve them, and still the Yetzer Hara doesn't let you have them. The Yetzer Hara doesn't want you to have anything at all. And once I asked Rav Shalom Arush, what is the last water that we should give to the Yetzer Hara? Okay, so we know that to the Yetzer Hara you give something and then he's satisfied with that thing. Mayim achronim chova. So in the end of the food, of eating, you give something for the Yetzer Hara. Why? That he will not going to be able to take more than that. So I asked Rav Shalom, okay, so now physically we receive that halacha, mayim achronim chova. Last water, we need to give those drops of water, we're giving them to the Yetzer Hara, that he will not going to have no holding, no grabbing in our holy table. The shulchan shelifnei Hashem, the table that is in front of Hashem Yitbarach. So, that is what that we're giving to the Yetzer Hara. So I asked Rav Shalom, so what spiritually should I give? A person should give to the Yetzer Hara also. Maybe there is something else that you can give that he will leave you alone. Okay, in the eating, in the food, okay, so it's last water, mayim achronim chova. But maybe there is something else that you can give to the Yetzer Hara that he's going to leave you alone in other aspects of your life, in other things in your life. So Rav Shalom answered to me, mayim achronim chova. That's what you give. And more than that, you don't give anything. Only that, and that will cover for all of your life. So you see that when you work on yourself and you give even one of those tiny drops of water to the Yetzer Hara, it can be enough. But you need to believe in that. You need to believe in your power. Because Yetzer Hara going to tell you, no, I took over your life. I'm controlling your life. You don't have no hope. You cannot win. You're never going to make it. You're going to lose. You're going to fail. Look at yourself. You're not learning. If you're doing only keeping mayim achronim chova, you need to understand Yetzer Hara doesn't have no control on you. Now the test is just that you're going to believe in that and do mayim achronim chova. But if you do mayim achronim chova, that's it. All of the rest is imaginations. All of the rest of your foreign thoughts, of your fears, of your craziness, of your anger, that's all your imagination. You choose to fail in anger. You choose to fall into sadness. You choose those things. Yetzer Hara, yes, he is offering. He is opening those options. Hey, look what he did to you. Look what's going on. Look at your life. Look at your times. Look at your hours. Look on your failures. Look at your downs. Look. And then what you're going to do? There's nothing to do. Why? Because you choose to follow and to listen to his bad words, to his Lashon Hara, to his filthy language on you, to his filthy thoughts on you, and you're buying those things. Oh yeah, you're right. And you're not appreciating, today I learned one line in Likutei Moharan. Hey, today I learned one class on the internet. Hey, today I was connecting myself to Hashem, I was talking to Hashem. Do you know what one moment of like that is doing for your soul? One conversation that you have with Hashem Yitbarach a day, can you understand what is it, how much it's helping you, how much it takes you up and high and to amazing places? The fact that you cannot see it doesn't mean it's not exist. Okay, now, can you see Hashem? Where is Hashem? Can you see Moshe Rabbeinu? No, where is Moshe Rabbeinu? So what? Because I cannot see Moshe Rabbeinu, so it means Moshe Rabbeinu was not live and exist? If I cannot find the grave of Moshe Rabbeinu, so it means that Moshe Rabbeinu is not buried somewhere? No one knows where he's buried, but he is buried somewhere, and his grave is defending us against Peor, the Bet Peor, and still standing over there and defending our nation from that border, from that side, from his direction. But you don't know where is his Tzion, so what? The Gemara in Masechet Brachot is saying if you want to pray for a person and you don't know his name, you don't know his name. You can say to Hashem Yitbarach, please Hashem heal him, and that's going to be enough. And people are saying, I don't know how to pray. What's the name of his mother? Please check. It's just tricks of the Yetzer Hara that you're not going to pray. Open your mouth, say Hashem, please heal him. Hashem help her. Please Hashem give them. Please Hashem help them. Please Hashem provide. Please Hashem do. And that's it. And finish. You don't need to mention. The Gemara is saying you don't need to mention the name. Why? Because Hashem, He knows. One of the Admorim, the rabbis, asked Rab Aaron of Belz. Rab Aaron of Belz, when he came to Eretz Israel, he became to be the Admor of all of the Admorim. He became to be the head, the chief rabbi of Mara De'atra of Eretz Israel. He was so huge when he landed in Eretz Israel, like the world changed for him. So all of the rabbis, all of the Admorim that were already here came to him and respected him. And so one of the Admorim came to him and asked him an advice what to write. He wanted to dedicate a cover for Sefer Torah for his daughter that passed away, that Admor. So he came to Rab Aaron and asked him what should he write, if he should write it and what to write exactly. So Rab Aaron told him, you don't need to do it. Make it plain, simple, and don't worry, Hashem, He knows all about it. People are struggling. Yes, I need to write the names. I need to dedicate. Yes, did they mention the name of your father? Did they mention your grandpa? Did they? Hashem knows. You gave your $10 for the nation. You gave your $100 for the. Relax. You already helped him. In heaven, Hashem is making sure that everything's gonna be right. The fact that we cannot see the hand of Hashem Yitbarach, how it fixes everything, how it moves everything, and only once in a while you see the light of Hashem Yitbarach, it doesn't mean that Hashem Yitbarach is not dealing and handling every situation. Every ant that moves from one point to the other, every leaf that falls from the tree, the Shara Gilgulim, the Rabbi Chaim Vital is explaining the conversations that he had with the Ari HaKadosh. The Ari HaKadosh, he was able to hear the screamings, the thoughts of the leaves on the tree before they've been cut off the tree in the shalechet. I say shalechet. Blow away in the wind. Nice. In English, everything you're gonna say, you can write a song out of that. It's not a problem. Just everything is just so fake. Everything sounds like a commercial. Yeah. So crazy. So yes, Baruch Hashem. So the leaves, they have thoughts. They're afraid to be cut off the tree, like a person is afraid from the day of death. And they're screaming, and they don't know what's going to happen to them. And the Ari HaKadosh is saying that when that leaf is falling and rolling on this in the streets, so it's fixing for him like lifetimes, gilgulim, that he's suffering and he feels the pain and the sorrow, and it atones for him. And it's crazy. You're not aware to that. You're not aware. The Baal Shem Tov walked with one of his students, and that student in the forest, that student picked up a leaf from the tree, and the Baal Shem Tov was shocked. He looked at him, he said, "What have you done?" He said, "Nothing." And he's holding the leaf. So he told him, "You picked that leaf off the tree." He said, "Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Why?" So he told him, "Why have you done that? Did you have a reason to do that?" He said, "No." He said, "So you just killed the spirit. You just killed that soul. It's a soul. It's alive. You just killed it with no reason. You're not aware to what that goes on. Like that we said yesterday, in the secret of a stone that is screaming from the wall. The table is certain spirit that belongs to you. There are sparks, means particles of souls, of spirit inside that table. There is a reason why that table and not another. A certain oak and not another oak. It's a certain tree and not another tree. A certain tile on the everything is measured and counted. And Hashem Yitbarach is making sure that everything gonna be perfect. But we're not aware. But the fact that you're not aware is not holding you back from believe in that. So you cannot understand why you're married to that person. You cannot understand why you have those kind of life. You don't understand why that's the house you need to live in. You don't understand why you need to drag yourself with that car. And you don't understand yourself why you're not able to wake up in the morning, why you're not able to go to the mikveh, why you're not able to pray shachar. For 15 years of tshuva and you still don't know what to pray in the holidays. What's going on, Ribono Shel Olam? Every year. I have a friend that is a Baal Tshuva, 20 years Baal Tshuva. And he called me before of Chag Sukkot that we're going to check together what should he pray in the Shacharit and the Musaf and the Hallel. And you're talking about 20 years Baal Tshuva. And Hashem is taking his memory away from him before of every Chag. It's not his fault. Hashem is just playing with him. Hashem is just testing his faith. That's exactly what the Hashem Yitbarach is doing. If you know that you are doing drugs, that you're watching filthy movies and you're erasing your memory, okay, great, you can go and do tshuva. But if you see you don't do anything bad, you see it, you try every day to learn, you say Yoshnai Mikra Echad Targum, you learn Gemara, you learn Mishnayot, you go to the mikveh, you do everything right, you eat kosher, and still everything is blank. So what can you do except of understanding that it's Hashem Yitbarach? And this is why Hashem Yitbarach is doing it. Only because that He wants you to understand that you don't have no control on your own life, that you're not sailing that boat, that you're not the captain anymore. That Hashem Yitbarach, He is the driver, He's the captain, He's your leader, He's the one that guides you, He's the one that takes you. And He will take you into the unknown. There is a sign of the path of the boat in the sea only behind. Only when the boat is sailing to a certain direction, you can see the way, the path, only behind. You don't know where it's gonna sail. But Hashem, He knows the way of the boat in the sea. Even in the heart of the sea, in the deepest place in the sea, Hashem, He knows exactly where it's gonna head, where it's gonna go. You don't know. You don't know 1 minute from now what's gonna happen. You know who's gonna enter, who's gonna open the door, who's gonna make the next phone call, who will reach you, who will call you, who will send you an email. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't have no clue, no understanding about your future. You can look at the past and say, hey, you know, I was going through this, I was going through that, I went through this, I went through that. That you can see. But what's in front of you, you don't know anything. But Hashem, He knows. Hashem, He knows. And you need to count on Him. Because if you're lost in the sea and you don't know where you're sailing, so you're lost. It's a big problem. You need to start screaming, Mimtsulot Yam Totziani. But if you have faith, if you have confidence, if you know that Hashem Yitbarach, He is with you, and He took you through that journey, and also before there were places that you reached that you didn't know that you're going to reach those places. Many people that you met that helped you, and you didn't plan those meetings with those people. Like the Reuven told me, I went through so many difficulties, we went through such a hard journey in our life, but I saw that all of that journey brought us to Breslev. Brought us to make Aliyah, brought us to live in Jerusalem, brought us to be close to Rabbi Nachman of Breslev, brought us to sit and to learn Torah, to do Hitbodedut. You see that the journey of Hashem Yitbarach, that Hashem Yitbarach was planning your journey before you opened your eyes. One day you heard something, only after 4 months you took that as important, and you put it into your life. And things they need to cook. Things need to it takes the time, and you need to let Hashem Yitbarach lead you. So now, there are 2 things to do about that. First of all, is that simple advice of Hitbodedut. Always to go to Hashem Yitbarach and to tell Him, Hashem, now I'm scared. Now I'm afraid. Now I have enough money for this week, but I don't know what's going to happen next week. Now Hashem, I know I have money enough for this year, but I don't know what's going to happen next year. Now Hashem, I know. You think you know that you have money for this year, you know. 2 dishwashers, you already lost a month, you know, two refrigerators. And Hashem, He knows how to take your money in 1 day if He wants. It's not really that you know. It's your your silly mind that is how you say, now you're gonna fix him. Imagining. I'm gonna learn that. Yeah, imaginating. It's a great word. Chaim, we're continuing with imaginating. I'm sorry. The followers, they rather imaginating and not imagining. Yeah, imagining is weak. Okay. We're just imaginating. Hallucinating. We don't know what's going on with us in our life. It's only Hashem Yitbarach that is doing it all. Hashem can take all of your money in one day, and Hashem can suddenly wakes you up with amazing phone call that you inherit $70 million. And whoa, who is that cousin? I never heard about him. Yeah, it was yours. You don't know. You don't know. One day, a person spoke with me about it in United States, about opening a business and making something. So I told him, you need to search for a gold mine. You need to open a gold mine. And then I took from the street a plastic bag with a zipper. And I told him, that's a gold mine. A gold mine doesn't have to be made out of gold. It can be a plastic bag with a zipper, and it's a gold mine. You just need to open your mind and to see what's required, what's needed in the world, and just provide that product. So pray for that, to find that gold mine that you need. And also inside of yourself. People wants to do tshuva, wants to come back to Hashem. Great. So now what you're going to do? I'm going to learn Mishnayot, I'm going to learn Gemara, I'm going to learn Chumash, but I have to learn also about the prophets, I'm going to learn Navi and Ketuvim, and every day I need to learn Shulchan Aruch Halachot, and I must say Tikkun HaKlali every day. You know what's going to happen to you? You're going to lose your mind. You're going to lose your mind, and I'm very happy for you if you're able. If you're Rabbi Levi Yitzchak Bender, that you wake up Chatzot and you go to the mikveh and you go to the kotel and you do 1 hour Tikkun Chatzot and then 1 hour Hitbodedut and then you say Birkot HaShachar, Birkot HaTorah, singing, praying Shacharit, and you're not tired and you're open, your eyes are open, your heart is open, you daven Shacharit, and now it's 6:20 and you're after Shacharit and Alenu Shabach and you danced a little bit and you say Mezonot and you're in the kotel and everything is perfect and you're awake and your wife, she already fixed everything and the house is wonderful and organized and now no problem, you can see it. Rabbi Levi Yitzchak Bender had a pile of books and every day he would read one after the other until he would move that pile from one side to the other. Yes, he was learning Likutei Moharan, Likutei Halachot, Sipurei Masiyot, Chayei Moharan, that's only in Breslev. And he was learning Shulchan Aruch and Gemara. He had few Zdarim in the Gemara, one only Gemara and Rashi, and one Gemara to Shulchan Aruch. He had his Zdarim. In Shulchan Aruch, he had one Seder that he learns only the halachot, the basic halachot, the simple pshat like Mishnah Berurah, and he had Shiur Be'iyun that he was putting his mind into the Shulchan Aruch and to the Arba Turim and to Tur and Shulchan Aruch, into the roots of the Gemara. So it was one class, great. And he was learning Zohar, and he was learning Midrashim, and he was learning Talmud Yerushalmi and Bavli, of course. Great. Hey, you're not Rabbi Levi Yitzchak Bender, even if your parents called you Levi Yitzchak. It's not you. Relax. So you need to find that thing that will bring you to serve Hashem. So for me, a lot of times, the only thing that I'm learning in a day is stories on righteous people. I have now this book on Rav Aaron Mibels that I'm reading, and until I'm going to finish that book, I cannot leave it. I cannot put it aside. Every day I'm learning from that book. Why? Because it's reviving me. It gives me life. It gives me happiness. It gives me a reason to open more books. But if I'm not going to open that book today, I know that I'm going to lose my happiness. So for one, it's stories on tzaddikim. For someone else, it's the Tehillim of the day. For someone else, it's halachot. For someone else, it's midrashim. For someone else, it's Zohar. Even that he doesn't understand what he's saying, but he feels that it gives him power. So do that. And Rav Alter David Chaim Stern told me that the highest limud is to learn Mishnayot in your thoughts. What it means to think Mishnayot. To think. You open the book, you try to memorize the Mishnah itself, and now you need to close the book, means not to look at the letters, and not to read Mishnayot in your thoughts, to think Mishnayot. So now if there is a Mishnah, ממתי קוראים את שמע בשחרית, that's how it starts. So you need to think that. That's it. That's the limud. So now you sit, sorry for the expression, like a moron, with no book, with your eyes closed because you need to focus. You just look like, I don't want to use that word, and that's it. And that's your limud. And Rab Alter David Chaim Stern is telling you that that limud is purifying your mind, purifying your brain, purifying your soul, bring back the light of your soul to shine. What am I doing? You look at yourself, you haven't opened one book, you were just trying to focus on one Mishnah that you barely remember by heart, and you need to think that Mishnah again and again and again, and you think that Mishnah. How stupid you're going to feel? You're going to feel very stupid, like, I don't do anything. It's worthless. But this righteous man is telling you it's the highest limud that you can achieve. Without reading, without opening the book, without putting just focus, remember one Mishnah. You have Mishnayot that you're saying them in Shacharit every day. For sure you remember those Mishnayot by heart. Pirkei Avot, a lot of people remembers Mishnayot from Pirkei Avot. משה קיבל תורה מסיני ומסרה ליהושע ויהושע לזקנים וזקנים לנביאים ונביאים מסרו לאנשי הכנסת הגדולה. Finish, that's it. Now think that Mishnah. Just think that Mishnah. אלו דברים שאין להם שיעור, הפאה והביקורים והרעיון, הגמילות חסדים ותלמוד. That's one Mishnah. Say that Mishnah. Think that Mishnah. Rab Alter David Chaim Stern, that huge righteous man from Bnei Brak, that he was the student of the Chazon Ish, that huge person, he's saying to you that that's the highest limud that you can have. All day long, sit like that. אלו דברים, in your thoughts, אלו דברים שאין להם שיעור, הפאה והביקורים והרעיון, הגמילות חסדים, תלמוד תורה, אלו דברים שאדם. What's the problem? You have Mishnayot, the korbanot that we're saying every day in the Shacharit, the korbanot is Mishnayot. You can think those Mishnayot if you know them by heart. And if not, take one, the tiniest Mishnah. The tiniest Mishnah from the tiniest Masechet, from the tiniest Seder of Mishnayot, take that one. Memorize that. There's no higher Mishnah than the other. It's all Mishnayot. Take that one. Remember one Mishnah by heart. Think it. You need to believe that it's purifying you. You need to believe that it works. If you don't believe, you're going to lose the desire to do that. You're going to lose the will to do that. You're going to fall to sadness, to despair. No, so what am I doing? Just thinking Mishnayot. Hey, he just told you that's the highest limud that you can have. No, but I'm not learning Zohar. Why do you think you should learn Zohar? No, you don't know the Zohar. I heard the shiur. So what? But maybe that class was not aimed for you. Maybe it's the test now for you if you're really going to follow your heart to the places that you know that gives you life and happiness, or you're going to follow your fears. Oh, I have to have Seder in Zohar, I have to Seder in Mishnayot, I have to have Seder in Gemara, Those are your fears that are leading you. It can be that your fear is that, no, I don't want to lose, I want to have a world to come, I don't want to be rejected, I don't want to be not accepted. Who not going to accept you? Father in heaven that loves you more than you love yourself? You hate yourself and He loves you. He woke you up when you were in hell, He woke you up. When you're in hell, here you are, Hashem. Hashem is with you in hell, in the depths of hell. Here you are. He's waiting for you in hell. What do you think that there is in hell? Hell of a party. It's a great place to be in. You're afraid of hell, Abram? You're afraid of hell? No. Because you know you're not going to get there. This is why I'm not afraid. But us, what we're going to do? We're for sure going. We're going to save people, Bezrat Hashem. We're going to go fishing. We're going to go fishing in hell. So, Baruch Hashem. We're already fishing in hell, so what's the difference? We were fishing in hell A, in Balboa Lake. We were fishing in Balboa Lake. Yes. Guys, so like I told you, there are two things. One of the things is the Itbodedut, is to talk to Hashem Yitbarach like you talk to your best friend, and you need to believe in that. You need to believe in the power of your tefillah, you need to believe in the power of your tshuva. And the second thing is to try, but what means ishtadlut, but when you try, you need to try with balance. You need to check yourself all of the time. Because sadness can attack the person from two reasons. Or that he's not doing enough, or that he's taking too much on himself. And we're not allowed to be sad. If you want to do ishtadlut, if you want to try to do something good, so you need to do something good. It means you need to become happy. You need to do things that will make you happy. Pikudei Hashem yesharim mesamchei lev. When you're serving Hashem in a straight way, you're following His commandments in a straight way, mesamchei lev. It's going to bring happiness into your heart. So if now you see that you're serving and you're sad, so Hashem Yitbarach is saying, Al asher lo avadatem oti b'simcha. I don't want you to serve me when you're sad, when you're not happy. It's not my will. So if you see that you are sad, you need to check yourself, why am I sad? And maybe the answer is that you're taking too much on yourself and you need to calm down. You need to relax. You need to spend less hours in the Beit Midrash. You need to spend more time playing with your children, taking the ball with them to the amusement park, to the gardens, and to play with them in the park. That's what you need to do. It's going to bring back happiness to your life. I told you that a few weeks ago. A friend of mine called me and told me that he's got children, he's got 2 children, and he's worried, he doesn't know, and he's thinking, and he's all upset. And I told him, you know what, you need to make sure that your kid's going to know names of animals, that your kid's going to know names of flowers, that your kid's going to know how to walk, how to run, how to play ball, soccer, how to jump, that they will live. You want them to be doctors when they're 5. You want them to be Talmidei Chachamim when they're 13. You're not that holy that your son going to be Rabbi Eliashiv when he was 9. Of Yoshua Cohen, Shas Cohen when he was 12, finishing Shas. It's not that your son is not that holy. It's you that you're not that holy. And it's okay. You're not supposed to. And don't try to eat from someone else's meal. It's not yours. You can bring your children to a very awesome place, to a very wonderful place. If they will just want to keep on serving Hashem Yitbarach. I told you, I was sitting with the rabbis of my teachers. They asked me, what's the purpose? What do you want to achieve this year from the Limud? I told them, I want them to enjoy opening books. That it's going to be a pleasure for them to open books. That's what I want. I don't want them to finish no Masechta. I couldn't care less which Masechta they're going to learn with you. You're going to choose the one that's going to make them the happiest. That's what I want. I want that when they're going to be 15 and they're going to have a free hour, they're going to say, maybe I'll open a book. That's what I want. I don't look for geniuses. I want happy children growing under my hands. That's what I want. I want them to see the Torah in a nice light, that they will like the Torah. How can it be? If I'm going to scream on them, you must learn your Mishnayot, you have to complete your Seder, you haven't finished your Daf Yomi today, what are you doing? You're not saying Shnai Mikra v'Echad Targum. It's better to slaughter him one day and not to slaughter him every day. Kill him once and get over with it. You're going to kill him every day of his life, because every day he will not going to say Shnai Mikra v'Echad Targum. Every day he will not going to learn Mishnayot. Every day he will not going to finish Daf Yomi. You know him and you know yourself. If you would finish every day of Mishnayot and you would do it with a smile, if you would finish the Shnai Mikra v'Echad, and that would be the happiness, the celebration of your house, your child would follow you. If he would see you so excited finishing Masechta, he would say, hey, I want to do that also. But he see you all excited from a wonderful meal, and he doesn't see you so excited when you finish learning. So he's saying, okay, I'd rather to eat something, it's much nicer. That's how he learned it. If he see that you're waking up at 10, he's waking up at 10, following you. What do you want from him? Why you're not waking up early? Father, you just woke up. And you're waking me up, and you're angry at me why I haven't woke up 2 hours ago. Are you crazy? Sometimes we need to say, yes, I'm crazy. I'm crazy. You cannot rebuke a person on things that you haven't fixed. And if you're going to fix them, you won't have no one to rebuke. They're going to follow you. They're just going to want to continue with you. Because what that makes you, kid, you want to be happy. That's what he wants. He wants to be happy. So now he's looking at you and he's learning. What makes my father happy? I want that. If he sees that you're smoking and it makes you happy, your son going to be a smoker. Nothing going to stop him from smoking. You cannot tell him, no, look, it's not good for... Are you kidding me? He's not stupid. He sees what's relaxing you. He's got the same angers that you have. He sees exactly what you're going through. He's the same. So he's learning from you. He sees what makes you happy. He sees what makes you excited. He sees what makes you angry and upset. He doesn't want. He wants to be happy. And if he sees that you're sad all day long, so you're going to look at the neighbors. Oh, they're very happy, driving to the sea every Shabbos with their bathing suits and then the balls and games, and they're playing, and they every one of them, they have iPhones, and that's it. He wants to be happy, so he's going to follow happiness. So you need to provide a happy house. If you want your kids to follow you, you need to provide a happy house. So if to learn 7 pages of Gemara not going to make you happy today, so it's not what you need to do today. If to learn Shnai Mikra V'Echad Targum, and Zohar, and Mefarshim, and Gemara, and Mishnayot, and to learn your Tusdarim, because you're Chassid Breslev, you need to be like Rabbi Levi Yitzchak Bender, for sure, and you need to do Chatzot, and you need to wake up before of dawn, and you need to do Birkot HaShachar, Birkot HaTorah. No one can talk to you, especially your wife. Let's see her daring talking to you, opening your mouth. You're going to roar like a lion, predator. So no one is able, no. My father is religious. Okay, and I learned from that I don't want to have no part with that. I don't want that. I thought I'm going to play with my father. I thought my father going to defend me. I thought my father going to teach me, going to guide me, going to take me fishing, going to take me playing soccer, football, volleyball, baseball, whatever. That's what I wanted. And you need to provide that father to your children. When you were 7 years old, you need to remember, he's 7. What was I doing when I was 7? Okay, so now calm down, relax. Remember where you came from. Remember where you came from. It's your son, it's not my son. It's not Rabbi Akiva Iger's son. It's not the Maharsha's son. It's your son. What do you want from him? He's got a crazy desire for baseball. How many bets you had when you were 7, when you were 12? How many games you saw? How many football games your father took you to see? So what do you want from him? You gave him his life. Means you took out your life from yourself. Means that who that you are, it's him. He is a small you. You cannot avoid that. He is a small part of your wife. He is your wife. She is your wife. They are you. Nothing to do with that. You want to fix them, fix yourself. When you're going to fix yourself, et levavcha ve'et levav zaracha. You're going to fix your heart. The heart of your son going to be fixed. Of your children going to be fixed. As a result of your tshuva. When you're going to complete your tshuva, your children going to have a pure heart with holy desire. If you're going to try to fix them, it's like a silly person stands in front of the mirror, he sees a stain in his shirt, and he's trying to clean the mirror. They're just showing you where you're holding. They're just showing you how filthy you are, how lazy you are, how far you are, how rude you are. That's what they're showing you. That's what life is showing you. With your neighbors, that's what your neighbors are showing you. Your parents, that's what your parents are showing you. Hashem is showing you what you need to do about yourself. And if you're fighting with everyone, it's you, it's my wife, no, she's lazy, no, she's not cleaning, no, it's my parents, they're calling, they're this, they're cheap, When you're going to be generous, call us, okay? When you're going to be generous, open the donation page in the emunachannel.com, put a nice donation, and your parents are going to be generous to you also. Thank you very much. Chazak u'baruch.